Wilting and yellowing leaves on hibiscus plant are very common after repotting. And sometimes hibiscus plant even dies, due to shock, so if you follow up this whole video, your hibiscus plant never dies again after the repotting. So keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Let's first discuss the most important factor for the repotting or transplant of hibiscus. That is the ideal season for this process. Hibiscus plant isn't a sensitive plant, but if you are disturbing its root system in the summer season, then the plant faces a shocking condition and it became hard to overcome this issue. So the best way to avoid this problem is to follow up the ideal season for repotting and transplant. It is really easy to overcome shock in a cool and shady environment. But in summers, days are really hot and this thing makes hard for hibiscus plant to recover. The best season for any root work of hibiscus is the spring days and rainy days. The temperature and humidity level is perfectly ideal and have very less chance of failure. So it will be very useful if you disturb the hibiscus roots in spring days. You can repot hibiscus, prune its roots and propagate hibiscus in this season very easily. Repotting means changing the pot of hibiscus plant, replacing it with another container without disturbing its roots. While in the transplant we check out its roots and sometimes they even get break, therefore the transplant shock occurs. Hope you understand the difference. Here is a big question that why to repot hibiscus plant every year. The repotting of hibiscus plant is important because it gives us new growth, and more blooming because now the roots have more space to spread. Over the period of time, the roots grow and became stuck with the walls of pot, and this thing results a stunted growth of plant. If your hibiscus plant isn't blooming very well, you should check for the repotting too. But a detailed video on why hibiscus plant stops blooming is also added in the description, you can check out that too. As hibiscus plant is a tree-type plant and can grow as long as several feet, therefore a bigger container is its primary need. You can provide a bigger pot to your hibiscus plant every year, this thing definitely gives you very good results over its whole growing season. Because the repotting helps the hibiscus plant to grow, in the same way it can kill your plant too, if you are following a wrong technique. So now let's know how we can repot our hibiscus plant safely. It includes a few very useful steps. At very first, make sure the season is right to repot hibiscus plant. You can repot it in starting springs or in rainy days. Now make a good soil mix for your hibiscus plant, as it is the most important thing for roots to grow. A well-draining loose soil mix works great. Take a part of sand and cocoa peat with a half part of cow dung compost works well. All of these ingredients are added in the description to buy. Now you have to choose a big size container. Take minimum 10 to 15 inches pot for the healthy and fast growth of hibiscus plant. Plastic containers, as well as grow bags both works well. But choose a grow bag if you are a beginner. As the roots of hibiscus plant have been stuck with the walls of your older pot, therefore you have to separate them first. You just have to take it out very carefully. If the soil mix is little moist, then it helps a little to get out smoothly. Otherwise try to save the root bowl as much as you can. So here is our hibiscus plant with lots of roots. Fill up the soil in the grow bag, and put the roots bowl carefully in the center, and fill the soil around it. You can also prune some of its roots, but it's not required. A detailed article on hibiscus repotting is also added in the description box, you can check out that. Hit the pot slightly with the ground to remove any air gaps. You can also use a stick or rod to press soil around its roots, but be careful, try not to damage the roots. Now you can add water. At first you have to make the soil fully moist, as roots may have disturbed, therefore a good moisture in the soil helps it recover much faster. Put this newly repotted hibiscus plant in a semi-shaded area, where only the indirect sunlight can come. Direct sunlight can cause shortage of water in plant body and this thing delays the recovery. Hibiscus plant commonly starts its growth again, after around a week. But it can take long also, so be patient. Don't disturb the plant again and again, let it grow on its own. To speed up its growth again, you should disturb the roots as less as you can. And use of Epsom salt water can also helps to get its growth back. A teaspoon of Epsom salt in a liter of water, spraying over the leaves of hibiscus plant works great to reduce repotting shock. For more on benefits of Epsom salt, just let me know in the comments section. After the recovery period, as the hibiscus plant shows new growth, now the use of a powerful fertilizer can boost its flowering on a next level. You can use any hibiscus fertilizer, like cow dung compost, or mustard cake liquid. A powerful fertilizer for hibiscus plant with making and applying is here. Must check it out and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates.